Hello everyone, this is SHERIN Jennifer working as an ad hoc lecturer in PATEL Arts and Science College, BILIMORA. I am here as an English lecturer for my FYBSc students to give them a short explanation on the poem Money Madness, which is written by D.H. Lawrence. Students, D.H. Lawrence is well known as a prominent English writer during his 20th century. He has written many more novels, poems, and he has written many short stories, and is also a very good translator. So students, from the title itself, Money Madness, it is very much clear that the poem is talking about the people who go mad on money and how money makes people go mad. So I'll be describing and explaining you some of the important points of the poem that will be helpful for you to write down your answer. The very first point is that money made the individual nervous, afraid and insecure. Why does money make people to go nervous, afraid and insecure? Why do people get nervous? Because more amount of money they earn, they are having more responsibilities, they have to put more hard works and more efforts in their life, and they become more nervous to every situation and every circumstances they have to face in their life. Yes, and therefore they become very much nervous about the money they have to earn. Why do they become afraid? Because more and more money they earn and more conscious they become about their life, they are pushed into too much of depression, too much of worries and tension, and because of this they have to quarrel with their friends, they have to quarrel within themselves also and with their families also. More amount of money they earn, they are more depressed and more worries they have to face in their life, because the money pushes them to earn more and more. It makes them to become more greedy in their life. Yes, and why do they become more insecure? Because they have to be more careful about the money also, and they have to become careful about their status they hold today. Okay, what if suddenly tomorrow they are fallen down and they have to face the society, they have to answer so many people. Okay, so they are becoming much insecure because they have to hold their status, they have to maintain their status, earning more and more money. And what is the long term effects is they become more greedy because they have to it makes them more greedy to earn more and more materialistic things. They wanted to pursue much more things. Their goal and achievements and their dream becomes more bigger and bigger. So more amount of money, more insecure, more the people become afraid and they become more nervous. The second important point I'm going to discuss is Lawrence say that present attitude towards money is totally wrong. What is the present attitude towards money? That money is everything. Without money we stand nowhere, we go nothing. Yes, this is very wrong attitude. Students always try to give money a very second priority. It should be considered as a secondary thing. Always learn to respect people on the basis of their character, on the basis of their good heart and soul. What do our people and the people in the society do? They respect people on the basis of the amount of money they earn. The more money you earn, the more respect you get in the society. So this is totally wrong. Never respect people on the basis on the amount of money they earn, but treat them according to the person they are. Always learn the people of how character and how good heart the person is. The third point that I am going to explain you is that Lawrence concludes the poem in the important line in the poem is, it's one thing or the other. What this line explain is that you should regain our sanity. Okay, what does this mean? That you should have the correct sense of using your money. You should know how much money should be used on what kind of matter, when it should be used, and what is the proper way to use the money. You should not spend too much of money on unnecessary things. If you use too much of money on unnecessary things, you will end up on quarreling with your friends. You will have a very great fight with your friends and relatives, and money will push you to that depressive thing that at the end we will be killing each other for the money. So this is the third point that you have to include you can write down in your answer. Fourth point is that what does a person feel when he or she gives a pound note? When we have to use our pound note for our own happiness, for our own food, for our own clothing, when we have to use money for our own family, we happily use money. Okay, we happily spend our money. But when we have to use our pound note for others, to help others, for needy people, for poor people, we don't like it. We use the money for others, but we make it publicity that see, I'm using the money for others. Yes, so this thing should not happen. More money when we are using for other people, we don't like it. We always feel that why can't I do this good work without using the money. So always use more money for the charity, for the needy and for the poor people rather than yourself. And the last point is, why does the poet say that we will be forced to eat dirt if he has no money? Students, money is very much important, but you should not earn very less money also, that it makes you and pushes you to beg for the money, that you have to go and stand before someone and beg for the money. You should not be to that stage also, and you should not be earning too much of money, okay, more than enough of money also, that it makes you feel insecure and you are you are put into a depression and much more worries. So students, other poets say that he will be forced to eat dirt if he has no money. Why these things happen is, if you earn less amount of money, people will feel pity on yourself and they will make you eat little amount of bread that is left in their house. They will feel pity and they will be throwing out their bread on your face, so that you don't die. Yes, so you will be given money, you will be given little money, you will be given a bread, or you will be given a dirt to eat, just because that people feel pity on yourself and you will be not dying. So these are the important points that you can write down in your answer. So at last I can explain you and I can conclude you that don't be too much greedy about the money. Always money should be the secondary thing in your life, okay. Always you should try to give respect and love to the people on the basis of good heart and good soul they are, okay. And so this is the main important things that it is told in the poem Money Madness. So if you have any queries about the idea about the poem, you can ask me any time, and I will be available with you in the next lecture, in the next video. Thank you so much.